So in the last episode, we made a list of what our dream girl looks like. And now we're going to put together an actionable plan to get us to that girl. It's not easy trying to work your passions and do what you love while also trying to balance a job that you are miserable at. Remember, change is not always easy. It can start as discomfort. You can experience a lot of resistance at first because you're not used to it, because you need to restrain, reset, or purge your body of its old habits. Just because something feels good doesn't mean that it is good. The reason why I am taking my sweet time with getting married and even having children is because I just think people need to heal their wounds, and we all have wounds in this life. The familiar and the comfortable keeps you complacent, and complacency is the opposite of where we're trying to get to, which is change. Hola, welcome to the Girl of Your Dreams podcast, where I take you guys along the journey of becoming the girl of my dreams so I can help you become the girl of your dreams. The girl of your dreams is pretty much just a sexier way of saying living intentionally, which pretty much means taking intentional steps or taking little steps every day that will help you achieve your goals, achieve your dream life, and ultimately become the best version of yourself. Also, my dream girl is more on a spiritual healing journey. So I'll be talking a lot about that and sharing my experience throughout that journey as well. Also, I communicate better when I have an outline or something in front of me as a guide. So if you see me looking down, I'm using that. I'm a little nervous, so I've learned that breathing helps when you are experiencing anxiety or you're nervous. I don't know, this podcast makes me feel nervous because I'm challenging myself to do something that's out of my comfort zone, which is talking out loud and doing other things. So anyways, so as I'm sharing all of that with you guys, I'm going to be doing my hair and getting ready for the day. All right, so in the last episode, we made a list of what our dream girl looks like. And now we're going to put together an actionable plan to get us to that girl, which I'm really excited about because I love putting together a plan. I've realized how much like creating a routine, new routines, you guys know I'm big on routines. So we'll be creating a new routine for ourselves so we can break out of our old habits and create new ones that will align with the girl of our dreams. And then we're going to talk about healing and how that connects to becoming the girl of your dreams, why I think everyone should start their own healing journey. And then we're going to end off with our tradition that we usually do at the end of these videos, and that's pulling an oracle card that's going to present to you guys the message of the day, something that we all need to hear and receive. And then I'm going to share a comment of the day because I want to start doing that so I can like shout out you guys who leave great comments or anything like that. So let's get into it. Number one, first things first, we're gonna create a plan. I don't know if you guys did it. I hope you guys did. But in the last episode, we were supposed to write a list of what our dream girl looks like. And I shared with you guys my list. And now we're gonna go back to that list. And then under each thing that we said, we're going to create like bullet points or a few ways that we can take action to fulfilling that thing. So yeah, I said go back to your description of the girl of your dreams, and after each thing you said, write out what actions you need to take to get that. All right, before we do that though, I'm gonna put 3 little sections in my hair really quick. All right, so I have 3 sections right here. So I'm gonna share a few of like examples of what I did. The first thing I put under what my dream girl looks like is I said she owns a successful business doing something related to spirituality, astrology, beauty, holistic health, community, creativity, love, and fashion. That's a mouthful. So then I went and I put bullet points under that of things that I need to do to help me to get that. So this is what I said. I need to post consistently 2 to 3 times a day on each platform, at least Monday through Friday. Yeah, I know that sounds like a lot, but it's a very necessary plan. And yeah, if you guys have noticed, I've been kind of doing that a little bit. Like, I've been getting better. So just, if you see me posting a lot more, it's for a reason. I'm being intentional, okay? I'm posting on multiple platforms. So YouTube, all the platforms, pretty much all the major social media platforms I need to be posting on. I'm keeping up with the current trends to use as a strategy to stay connected with what's working, and then figure out a way to creatively use that within my brand, to merge that within my brand. So for example, like trending sounds is a good way to kind of get your videos seen when you're doing short form videos like Reels or or YouTube Shorts or TikToks. Putting a trending sound over one of your videos or something like that is like creatively kind of merging what is trending, but instead of like just pretty much copying the trend, you kind of use it as a way to use it to merge with your brand, if that makes sense. I said I need to get comfortable with change and reinventing myself, because that's also a very important thing with being successful on social media or creating a brand or whatever. I said I need to connect/collaborate with creators or people with similar interests, because I also believe like you learn a lot and you gain a lot through other people and community. I can't just do this alone. Actually, another thing that I didn't write on here was like maybe developing like a team. I've been telling my little brother who's into social media for the longest, or like who's really good at taking videos and pictures and editing and doing all that. I've been telling him that I'm gonna have him help me with some things, and I haven't done that, but I've realized like you can't just do it all yourself, if you really want to like grow and everything like that. Like I'm gonna have to like at some point be open to getting help. So anyways, another thing I said is keep going no matter what, and that's a huge thing. Keep going no matter what. Don't focus on the numbers or opposing comments or views. And then prioritize engagement and build intimate, trustworthy connections. So yeah, that's something that is like actionable and things that I can look at and be like, okay, let me prioritize doing that so I can, let me prioritize doing that every day. So then I can hopefully get to my successful business. I'm doing such a great job at doing my hair while I'm talking, aren't I? All right, another thing I said is that the girl of my dreams, or my dream girl, is happy, which is very general, but I put some things under that I know that will make me feel happy, I guess. How am I gonna do this? Twist my hair with this big mic in front of me? Wait, hold on, let me do this. Oh my gosh, that literally took me like 5 minutes to do. I haven't done a twist in my hair for so long, and that was quite a struggle. Anyways, okay, so some of the things that I said that will make me happy is to establish a set, consistent, and I think this goes with happy, and what makes me feel happy is when I feel like I'm moving forward and improving as a person and in my life, which kind of isn't the embodiment of the dream girl. But I pretty much said to establish a set, consistent, and productive routine, meaning, and I want to go into detail. The more detail you can get with this, the better. I said having a set morning and night routine, very important, and something that I don't have currently that I need to and want to get. That would make me very happy. I said taking time out for self-care every day. Being active every day, working out, going for walks, Making money doing what I love, or at least working towards it every day, or we're working towards that every day. Being in nature, which is something that I said I really want to prioritize. I haven't been going outside often, and like it's fall, and I am like, oh shoot, like I only have a certain amount of days to like enjoy the outside before it gets too cold, and I don't want to be out there because I do not like the cold. So that's something I want to prioritize, utilizing these fall days to get out, be out, go for walks, be out in nature. I'm soaking all that up. Balancing work, personal. All right, my camera died, of course, so I just went ahead and did my 3 twists right here. But then I said balancing my work life, personal life, and social life. And then and relationship life, I guess. And then has close friends. Close and real friends, if I would say. Trustworthy and all the things, Anyway, so those are some examples. I'm not going to go through everything that I put on here because that will be the whole episode. And yeah, this is so yeah, that's kind of just an example of what I mean. Oh, one of the things that I put under what I want my dream girl to look like or to be like, and I says has close friends that feel like sisters that she can trust and who shares similar interests and who she can learn from. And then some bullets I could put under there is go out more, be out more, go to more classes, go to more like events that will get me around the people that I want to attract, or, that I want to, that are like similar to me, and doing that consistently, not just showing up once every month or whatever, like doing it, if I can't do it once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. So then you see the same people multiple times, and then that's how you establish a relationship eventually. So just getting out more would be something that I say. So just and being consistent with that. So anyway, so that's just some examples of that. Now that we have wrote down some actionable steps that will get us to the things that we wrote down, we're going to now take those steps and see how we can create a routine with those, or how we can see where those actions can fit in our life realistically, so we can create a new routine for ourselves. My tea. I'm also gonna probably have to take a break at some point because I didn't get to eat before. Well, I did eat before I started this podcast, but of course, whenever I sit down to start the podcast, 11,000 things start going wrong, and then it's an hour later and I'm looking up and I'm like, okay, now I can finally start the podcast an hour later, and by that time I'm already starving because I'm like getting up, sitting down, getting up, doing this. So I'm like doing a whole workout. Oh, the podcast life is so great. No, but anyways, okay, so I said create a realistic routine that fits into your schedule. Then see where it fits into your schedule and prioritize the main things. So pretty much go through everything and see what you can afford. Go through everything and see where it can fit into your schedule and prioritize the main things. So maybe if you wrote a bunch of things like me, maybe kind of check off like the main important things that you want to do, that you want to implement on a regular basis, like every day if possible, or every week. And then see where that fits in. And if the things that you mentioned cost money, see if you can afford it or how you can afford it. For example, like I really want to start going to classes every week, consistently, like I said, for myself, but also so I can help connect, so I can get out there and connect with like my tribe, my people. So with that, I know, okay, I'm going to have to factor in the cost of like going to 2 to 3 classes a week and putting that into my financial plan. Oh, and also you may need to change your whole schedule altogether. So obviously you can only work around what you can work around. So if you got to work around your schedule, your set schedule. So if you have a job, obviously, that you have to go into, or even if you work from home or whatever, you need to make sure that obviously that's already set in priority. So you have to kind of work around that. And you can't make that an excuse. You just have to work around it. Which, having how can I say this? Coming from a job that I had to be at that I hated, I get that struggle. It's not easy trying to work your passions and do what you love while also trying to balance a job that you are miserable at. But it's definitely more motivating to do the things that you love or work on your passion because you hate it so much. That passion, that hate, that burning hate can be used as fuel. But like I said, it can be more of a challenge to have the energy to do both. So pretty much you're gonna have to work around that. And if you have kids, obviously you're gonna have to work around that and everything else. So you may need to change your schedule, as in like you may need to wake up earlier, or you may need to go to sleep earlier so you can wake up earlier. You got to make sacrifices, because you have to think about what would your dream girl do, like what does she look like? Is she sleeping in, or is she whatever, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to think of what the goal is. You're getting to that. You're not just trying to live comfortably and just move on through life, pass on through life. You're not just living life or waking up just to survive. I mean, some people are, because you may be really going through certain hard times in your life, and sometimes that's all you have the energy to do is just to survive, and I totally understand that. But in this case, when you are really focused on achieving your goals and getting your dream life, you have to really wake up with a purpose and know that you are going to have to make some sacrifices and change your old habits that weren't really getting you anywhere. So anyways, you may have to do that. And then I said, remember, so this goes to what I was just saying. I said, remember, change is not always easy. It can start as discomfort. You can experience a lot of resistance at first because you're not used to it, because you need to restrain, reset, or purge your body of its old habits, out of what it's used to, your old routine, what it knows or thinks is best for you, which is usually not something that's really the best for you. What your brain thinks is the best for you is what it knows, because it's a program. Your brain is built off of just what it knows. It's like a program, if that makes sense. So just because something feels good doesn't mean that it is good for you. I mean, for example, when you want to do something like going to the gym. I know I'm supposed to be doing my hair. I'm gonna say this. I can't really do my hair that well with this. Well, I guess I could. For example, I'm gonna do a braid right here. But for example, if you want to go to the gym or get fit, what's gonna feel good in the moment is you not going anywhere and you just sitting on the couch and watching TV. That feels good because that's what your brain is programmed to do. But really, that's not really gonna help you out in the long run, obviously. What's gonna help you out is doing the thing that probably doesn't feel good in the moment, which is getting up, getting your clothes on, driving to the gym, and then working out, which as a person who goes to the gym consistently, I still hate the beginning parts of it, the first parts of working out, pushing through. It doesn't feel good when you're not used to it, but eventually it does. So that's what I mean by not always not trusting just what feels good, because that's usually just what your brain is programmed to feel. Okay, so going back to my script, I said, yeah, because you need to restrain, reset, or purge your body of its old habits, out of what it's used to, out of your old routine, out of what it knows or thinks is best for you, which is usually not something that's really the best for you, but something that just feels good but isn't beneficial to your future or you becoming the best version of yourself. It feels good because it's familiar. It feels good because it's comfortable, but we don't want that. You know why? Because the familiar and the comfortable keeps you complacent, and complacency is the opposite of where we're trying to get to, which is change. So this is where creating a routine comes into play, because that's going to aid us in accomplishing the change or changes we need to make in our lives and in ourselves. We need to break our old routine, our old habits, and create new ones. Developing new habits in life is literally like putting ourselves through a factory reset. Factory resetting our minds and our bodies. And in the words of Beyonce, baby, let me upgrade you. Are you ready to be upgraded? I really be thinking I'd be doing something when I be coming up with these. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. Are you ready though? For real. So pretty much I went on my calendar. Well, no, I went and I did create a routine for myself. One of the things that I prioritized and I wanted to do every day was have a set morning routine and have a set night routine, at least Monday through Friday, because that I feel like is the base for helping me just overall accomplish a lot of what I want to accomplish, because I'm starting my day off right and I'm ending my day off right. Actually, I'm not going to go through my morning routine and night routine. That could be another video, and that could be, if you guys want me to get like more detailed in everything that I'm saying, we could do that later. But so I set my new morning routine and I set my new night routine. I am going to have to wake up earlier and I am going to have to go to sleep earlier. So that's going to be a challenge, but necessary for me. So pretty much, like I said, go through and prioritize the main things that you want to do every day that's going to help you every day with becoming that girl of your dreams or accomplishing whatever the girl of your dreams looks like. And so you can start off by scheduling it and writing down, like, because literally for my morning and my night routines, I literally said like 5 a.m. Don't ask me why I'm waking up this early. We'll talk about it another time. But I said 5 a.m. Wake up, quick stretch, write down my dream. Like I go off and I go and really say exactly what I want to do. You know, I go through each time and I try to be very specific and detailed. The more detailed you can get, the better, always. And then I pulled up my schedule, my calendar, and I applied it to my calendar. Monday through Friday for me specifically. I pretty much planned out what my Monday through Friday is going to look like from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. And then I added in my morning routine and my night routine. Another thing that I said I wanted to do. Oh, and within my morning routine, I have time for self-care. I put that in. I have time for journaling. You know, I put the things that I want to do, like I said. And then I also am going to put out a couple 2 to 3 days where I want to start going to classes. And that's something that I put into my schedule as well. So the next thing is, now that you have your plan, your new routine set out for yourself, your new daily routine, and then you have it scheduled on your calendar, I'm gonna need you to start as soon as possible. Okay, we're gonna pause really quick. I'm gonna braid these 3 braids on my hair really quick, and then we'll get back to, because I need to, I'm moving slow here, so we're going to get back to that starting as soon as possible. Give me a sec. All right, and we're back. I have my 3 braids here. This is the progress I've made. This is the progress I've made in like the past hour. Great. And now I'm about to talk to you for a second before I start doing my other things. But anyways, okay. All right, so back to starting soon as possible. Don't put it off. Don't put this off. As someone who's experienced watching one of the most closest people to me pass, I couldn't express to you how more real the saying that life is short is. How real it is. And it's crazy to think that people just think they have so much time, all the time in the world and everything like that, and just putting stuff off, and you just never know. I'm not saying that you're going to wake up and something's going to happen to you, but what if you wake up and you find out that something has happened to your mom or somebody that you love? That can change your life in the blink of an eye, and it'll make it a lot harder to, like, your life is going to be put on pause because you may have to tend to other things and everything like that. So it's just, I don't know, it's just important to just start now because life is short, and just take advantage of the time that you have. And that's the time that you know that you have, which is now, right now. So yeah, getting a little deep, but, and then there's people out here who's making it happen. That's another thing. While you and me over here sleeping and doing our planning for months and months and trying to make things perfect and being insecure and worried about what other people think and all these things like that that's holding us back. There's people out there that's making it happen and living their dreams. So we being left in the dust here, okay? Because we over here overthinking everything and people just making it happen, okay? So let's just, or trying to put it off or waiting until the perfect moment and all that stuff like that. So I said I'm officially starting this new routine, building new habits, this factory reset. I'm going to be starting on Monday, which I'm filming this on Saturday, October 7th. And I'm going to be starting, that means in 2 days. And I'm so excited. I have my plan, everything planned out and everything like that. But I will slowly be starting to implement these things today. Or starting today, such as like the dream journal, which I've been already starting to do. Like when I wake up, just write out my dreams. That's a whole nother thing. We got so much things to talk about. Okay. But, but anyways, I'm going to be documenting my journey of me of everything that, and so you guys can just kind of see. So I'm really excited. I'm also really scared because a lot of the things that I said are going to take me out of my comfort zone. Like, even I'm excited to get out there more and like get involved or like get out and connect with other people or be in the environments that make me feel aligned with my true self or make my inner child happy and all that stuff like that. But I'm also nervous because it's like I'm so much like my comfort is my space. My comfort is me. My comfort is just being within my space and my own like this right here is my comfort. And I'm going to have to put myself out there and get out there more. Also, I hate driving. I have anxieties about being out on the road. So I'm just going to have to push through all of that. So I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. So I'll be sharing the process next week. Every time I do my podcast from now on, I'll be kind of giving you guys an update on where I'm at with that process. I'll be posting like videos on it. Like I'll be vlogging it kind of. I'm thinking I'm going to do Instagram reel or like do reels or like short form videos showing it through shorts. I'm still unsure if what I want to if I'm gonna like post full on vlogs or whatever, we'll see. But just follow my follow my short form videos if you want to see like clips of what it looks like, little mini vlog clips. And then obviously on here, I'll be actually explaining everything, sharing all my experience. And I hope that you will be doing the same. I'm really, really hoping that this will, you know, like one of you guys or a couple of you guys or somebody out there is going to be on the same journey with me. So we can kind of like hopefully share our findings together and help each other. Because like I said, you don't grow from just one person. I can't just grow from myself. You know, you go through connecting with others. So yeah, so we're gonna kind of move on from that. That's the first. So that is how we're gonna become our dream girls. Another thing that is very, very, I think is very important to becoming your dream girl and just becoming the best version of yourself overall is really getting to the hard stuff, and that's through healing the things that affect us on a deeper level, and the things that we're, in my opinion, meant to go through, meant to deal with, because that holds us back a lot of times in life. I just think people need to heal their wounds, and we all have wounds in this life. We all, you know, whether you're born with certain wounds because of maybe what your mom or your dad passed on to you, or what, you know, what wounds you gain when you throughout your childhood because of maybe your environment at home or because of your environment at school or who you were around. Maybe wounds that you've developed through like toxic relationships, whether that's romantic or friendships and everything like that. We all have wounds. What are wounds? Wounds are, imagine what an actual wound looks like. It's an opening in your skin. It's like a wound. It's like a cut or something that you get that's open. It's an open sore that's exposed, and that takes time to close up, and like you get the scab, and then, you know, you create a new skin, and that's a wound that's healed. But a wound that's open is like an open scar. That's the best way I can think of like describing a wound, like an energetic wound. Say something happened to you when you were young that created a scar that's gonna stay with you through your whole life. It's gonna stay open through your whole life until you start looking into that wound and really trying to figure out where did that come from and what do you need to do to heal it. What is the healing? What is the medicine that you need to use so you can add that to that wound or put that into that wound so it can finally heal, close up, and become anew, you know? So that's the beauty of healing, you know? It's like a lot of the things that we don't talk about that's deep in us. A lot of the times we don't even know what those wounds are because we have maybe put it off for so long, or we kind of just like, oh, that's not a big deal, or oh, that happened in the past. And we don't realize like that stuff sticks with us. It stays with us until it stays there forever, until we tend to it. It stays open. Whether it's hidden or pushed back, it's always going to be there. And it's always going to, you know, it's going to just stop us from just doing the things that we want to do in life, or just certain things. We're always going to face certain things that connect us back to those wounds, or to remind us of those wounds until we fix them. That's where healing journeys come into play. That's why I believe we all need to go on some form of healing journey, because we all have things that we need to heal through. And I do believe like that's like a part of our duty in life. That's a part of our purpose in life, is to heal those wounds. But that's more like from me learning, like being on a more spiritual path. And from what I've learned is like the purpose of life is to learn, to heal, and to grow. If you're not doing those three things, you're just kind of just floating through life. If you're not learning, if you're not healing, and you're not growing. and you have to heal to grow, in a sense. I mean, you guess you could grow, but if you really, really are trying to grow, you need to heal. So they're all kind of connected, but I just feel like that's just a big thing that we need to do in life. I think that's just a part of the journey of life. So anyways, I'm getting off of my script and you can just see me rambling here. So for instance, imagine like going on this journey of becoming your dream girl, and for whatever reason you can't push yourself to take action on a certain thing that you know that you need to do, but for whatever reason it's really hard for you because you are just so afraid of change, or you don't know where to start, or you don't have the confidence, and maybe it's a big confidence thing, and it's so hard to get out of that. That's something that you need to heal. That's something that you need to look into, and you need to heal, because that's going to continue to hold you back for the rest of your life if you don't heal that. So, and even like with my anxiety, I think my anxiety is a huge thing that I need to look into to know where that stemmed from and figure out how to understand that more. And yeah, figure out the steps that I need to take and what I need to do to work on that, to heal that. Also, I'm not an expert. I'm still learning about healing. Let's go back to my script because I've been talking a lot outside of that. But I said I'm going to be starting my healing journey and prioritizing my self-care because I want to grow. So I said this in my last video, but I said I want to start my healing journey because I want to grow and become the best version of myself, for not just myself, but for my family and my siblings, to be a good role model for them, for my boyfriend / future husband, and even to be a better daughter, for my mom, because mom and daughter, you go through things and everything like that. So, but most importantly, for my future child or children, most importantly. And I always felt like this, and it was funny because like my main thing is I always say, like, even I look at marriage like this, but it's like the reason why I am taking my sweet time with getting married and even having children is because, like, I always said I want to be ready. Now I know I'm not going to be 100% ready, but at least I want to be on the track to showing up as the best version of myself going into those things, because like I take marriage seriously. I also take having a child seriously because that goes hand in hand. I mean, who you marry is very important, because those, if you choose to have children, that's going to be the father of your children, and those children are going to take after a lot of the things that comes from the father at first, because you're creating the DNA and all that, you're mixing yourself into. That's their creation. That's you and that person's creation. So I take that very seriously, and I also take like marriage seriously because that's who you're spending the rest of your life with, and that's who you're gonna wake up to every day, and who you are around is a big reflection of who you are, who you become, So I prioritize even myself because I know, like, I want to show up as the best version of myself for my partner and my kids, and obviously vice versa. Like my partner, I need my partner to be able to, heal themselves and work on themselves as well. So it's just funny because I saw a video where this lady, she was speaking about the reason why she is waiting to have kids, and pretty much saying she's doing that so she could make sure she's healed, or she wants to like work on herself. She said it a lot more beautifully than that, but you know what I mean? She's wanted to wait because she wanted to heal all the things that she needed to. Now, let me just tell you, healing is a lifelong process. I mean, first of all, we all have different things to heal. And when you heal one thing, you're going to go through life. Things are going to happen and you're going to have to heal other things. So that's just a part of the cycle of life. But the more that you do it, the more you get used to approaching something that brings up a past trauma, or like you get used to like the routine or the rhythm of like, oh, okay, this is something that I know that is like, this is a wound for me. I know what I need to do, the steps that I need to take to like work through this, you know, and it's just like you kind of get used to that. Yeah, so it's funny because I found a video, because that lady's video just resonated with me so well, and that was like the first time I've seen somebody like explain it in that kind of way. Because I often feel like sometimes, well, I would just say in the social media world, to be honest, but I mean, I feel like people are just having kids left and right, and I'm like, power to everyone, but I'm just like, I hope everybody's realizing or really thinking about this before it's just happening, you know? Like, these are a lot of kids that's just going to be brought into the world. Like, I hope people are being intentional about who they're having kids with and everything like that, because like, that's just big, you know. We need to make sure we're having good people that's going to run this world in the future. And I don't know, I take that seriously. So hearing another person explain it that way made me feel seen. And then I saw Gabrielle Union do a video pretty much saying why it took her so long to have her kids, and how she kind of was the same thing. She wanted to prioritize her healing journey and connect or heal the things that she needed to, so she can show up as the best version for her child and everything like that. So I just felt that. So I guess I'm just saying, the purpose of me just going on this whole rant about healing is just to, I guess, give you a reason as to why I feel like healing is important for everybody, and why I'm going to be going through it. And I just want to share my process as well, because that's a big part of me becoming the girl of my dreams, is to heal. And yeah, like, the girl of my dreams is a person who prioritizes healing herself, so she can, because I think that's a part of, you know, becoming the best version of yourself, being able to look at the hard parts and the ugly parts of yourself and work on that. It's not easy at all, but it's so necessary. So let me once again focus on my hair, because this hairstyle in particular, for some reason I can't talk and do it at the same time. So as you can see, I have done 3 here, then I'm gonna do 3 down, and then I'm gonna braid each one as well. All right, I am back. I had to go eat really quick, and then I actually am gonna have to hurry up this podcast. I thought I would have more time to talk about everything that I want to talk about today, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to save the rest of the healing portion for the next episode, which will be perfect, because I can tell you guys my first step to starting my healing journey, what that means, go into depth, tell you guys what I did and how much it helped me, how impactful it was, and the things that I learned about myself. I'm going to be opening up to some things, being kind of vulnerable. So I think that'll be best to do in its own podcast. And then I can kind of just help you guys kind of go into more detail on the healing journey aspect. But I just wanted to put that out there, that is something that I'm going to be prioritizing greatly on this journey of becoming the girl of my dreams. And I believe that everybody should, if you really, really want to become the best version of yourself. You got to sometimes tackle the hard stuff, not just the fluffy stuff, like the fun exterior, looking cute and, you know, looking like the girl of your dreams and living this whole life. You really got to put in the work. Okay. And we're putting in the work in this podcast. So as you can see, I finished the side of my hair, and now I'm going to, what should I do first? Should I do my baby hairs first? I think first I'm going to go wet. So I'm going to wet my hair. I'm going to moisturize this side of my hair. Because this is all I'm going to do. I'm going to have just this side done. I'm going to moisturize the rest of my hair. I'm going to do my baby hairs, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to quickly talk about your big 3 in astrology, how you can use that to help you understand yourself and others, and I'm going to share mine briefly. Hopefully I have enough time to do all of this. So yeah, I'll be back really soon. And we're back. So this is the final look. I'm like in a rush right now. I refreshed my hair and this is how it's looking. I put on an outfit. I wanted to do something casual because I'm going to play mini golf with my family. So I'm gonna be around a bunch of kitties and games and stuff. So that's the casual attire. I'm so obsessed with bows. I was like thinking like how cute it would be if I like put a bow right here. But I don't know if I'm doing too much. Let me try to put it on here and see. Does that look weird or is it just me? I think that kind of looks cute. I don't know. What do you think? Wait, let me see. Can you see? Let me try to. You may not be able to hear me that well. Does that look crazy? I don't know. Let me get my oracle cards and pull a card of the day because we're not even gonna have time to do anything else. I'm sorry. I guess I have to remember that these podcasts can't be 2 hours long and I can't I want to say so much and I have to like just wait. So next time we're gonna talk about healing and astrology. Okay. What's the message of today? Okay, something came out. All right, we have a message. Let's see what it says. Pray. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Let's see what pray means. I mean, we know what pray means, but like, what is it telling us? Okay, this is our message. Pray. No matter what your heart's desire is, prayer is the means through which it will be delivered. Prayer is perhaps the best all-around psychic tool to raise your vibration, attract solutions, and relieve you of all psychic dissonance. It's daily food for the soul. As you pray, ask that your spirit ascends to the highest elevation and energetic frequency possible and to align with your higher self, your guides, and your spiritual teachers so that your soul may learn and grow quickly and peacefully. Sincere prayers are always heard, always elevate vibration, and are always answered. The key is to hold your prayers in your heart and then release them to higher forces. It gives you a good night's sleep too. Wow. So for anyone that resonated with, pray more. That was nice. Wow. So, that's gonna be today's episode. I feel like I had to rush through it, but it's okay. I think we got the basis. The main thing that I wanted to talk about today was starting our routine so we can reset and develop new habits so we can actually start to take the steps to become the girl of our dreams. So by the end of this year, we should have made some progress. And I really want you guys, I really would love to hear any stories by the end of this year to see if anybody's made. I just can't wait to see where I'm gonna be and everything like that. I'm so excited. Life is kind of scary, so I think what I went through this past couple months kind of makes me, I'm excited for the future, but I'm also, I think that's something that I'm gonna need to heal and work through. My fear of like this timing tick bomb, like, is it like tick bomb? This time tick bomb I feel or have in the back of my mind now that I've had a loss in my life, and that's something that I'm gonna need to go. I know I'm gonna need to go through. So when I look at the future, I'm excited, but also it causes me some anxiety if I'm being honest. But that's a part of the process. We're gonna dive into that, and have a great rest of your day. Pray tonight before you go to sleep. Oh, and really quick, lastly, I forgot to do the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day goes to Tiara922. She was the first and only one who put down her astrology, and she's a Virgo sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising, which is, I think, is such a harmonious mixture. So yeah, shout out to you. Thank you for sharing that with me. That really ignites the astrology obsessed girly inside of me, because I'm like, wow, my first ever, like, I don't know, connection with someone who gets it as far as astrology wise, or who like is into it or knows their big three at least. I think that's really cool and exciting. So yeah, all right, I'll see you next Tuesday with some, and I'll have a lot to share because I have a whole full crazy week ahead of me. But pay attention to my my YouTube shorts if you want to follow along the journey, because I'll be posting every day. I'm going to be trying to post every day, and or my Instagram or TikTok and all the things. Okay, talk to you next week.